what went through your mind when you were grabbing at your knee or ankle there after a day like you had? What went through your head?
Uh, I was grateful. I just was glad to be playing. It wasn't too bad. It was just, a little quick tweak. So it wasn't nothing. I was just happy. I just got to be out there with them. It's been a journey. They've been here every step of the way with me. Like no doubt. So like I really appreciate these guys. This guy right here, he told me he already knew. Like he told me before, like I had doubts and everything, but he already knew. So, I'm just grateful to just be around this group of guys. Like, and finally, like Coach said, and we're whole now. And we get to really take that step. So I'm just glad to be here, man.
For Braden and Adam, how much juice did you guys have coming into the game, getting that news? Obviously, it kind of showed early on. Just kind of take me through the first few minutes and kind of getting that news today.
Yeah, it was walked in the locker room. He was still in his tie and dress shirt and all that, and yeah, we were all just really excited and saw him start to suit up, and it was just really cool. I mean, we know what he's been throughout this whole process, and it's been hard on him. So just to see him be able to dress tonight and know that he's gonna be playing with us this season is really cool.
Yeah, I think I told him I'm like, yeah, bro, they're gonna win it. I 100% believe that. We were in early, got in here. I'm like, it's still going on. I'm like, dang. But he came in later, and I was just happy. I've always been grateful just to be here. I've had a long journey, and I feel like he's had a long journey too. So I'm just happy for him.
You guys look like you have 11, 12 guys who can play. I mean, what is practice like? What do you think the depth can kind of parlay into during the season?
Yeah, practices are competitive every day. We've got a great group. 5-on-5 it's physical, it's tough, and every day it's somebody different making plays. Every practice, people are making plays. So it's gonna be a fun group. Every night is gonna be different guys. The stat sheet's gonna look a lot different every single night, but we all got each other's back, and I'm really excited about this group and this team moving forward.
No, I agree. It's like he said, practice. When I was practicing, it was like every day, it was a different guy. It'll be P. Huff, it'll be Ace, one day it'll be Steele, it'll be Davis. It's just, I just feel like that's just the way like we're gonna be better. We're gonna be able to deal with different teams, on different days, So I feel like it's just great.
Yeah, I think just it's always better, you know what I'm saying? And I think that when you have guys who buy in, and that's, with everything going on with college and the transfer portal and things like that, but when you can get guys down the line who's bought in, and you get a coach like Coach Fu who can bring those guys in, it's easier. It's easier than you think. It's still a hard job, you got to figure things out. But when you got guys who buy in, then it's just go out there and play basketball and find the X's and O's and execute. So yeah.
Tyon, can you take us through what was going through your head when you walked over to the scores table to check in for the first time after all that's been going on the last few weeks?
Man, like I said, I was just grateful. I looked at G. We made eye contact, and he started putting his hands up. I was like, yeah, I got to do it. I just started putting my hands up, and then everybody just went crazy, So, like I said, I was just grateful, this whole time, I really just want to give a shout out to Coach B. Mike, Coach Hugh, and like literally the whole coaching staff, and my guy Scott Garrison. They have been doing so much to get this done for me, and I appreciate them. Like, it was times where things got hard, and like they didn't care. Like, they could have moved on from this, So, but they never did, And I just feel like that's just a testament to this program as a whole. That's why they've been so good, for so long, because like guys like that to glue it together, So I just really appreciate them.
You were kind of moved to tears in the courtroom after they announced the verdict. Can you just kind of take us through that moment? And then also, Coach, you said that you guys are riding here in the car and you called your mom. Can you kind of explain those two moments?
Nah, it was just, it's so much. I've been dealing with so much uncertainty, these past very long time, So it was just like, man, like it was just like that weight, you know. It's like weight, like you can. Yes, I had it. I was able to practice, but you know, it's still that what if. You know, I'm here, but still at the same time, you know, it could end tomorrow, you know. And now that weight's off me, it was just like I can sleep, you know. I can go to sleep now, you know. It's just that weight is just. I just feel so. I jump higher. He told me that. So yeah. And then just calling my mom. You know, she was, she's really big on God. You know, and I grew up in the church. You know, so it's just like, she told me like just believe in the Lord. You know, He's gonna do it for you every time. You know, so calling her, that's the first thing she said. God is good, and I was like, yeah, you're right. So and she was just jumping, screaming. You know. So it just, you know, I just had to share that moment with her, you know, so it meant a lot, you know. Coach Few in there, he was like, he said, yeah, Mom, we're finally good. So it was, you know, just a great experience.
Adam, Tyon touched on you kind of supporting him and, you know, giving him some confidence heading into today. Just being there for him, telling him that, just how have you been able to do that to yourself and your teammates?
Yeah, like I said, both had long journeys. Like, I've had to sit out a year for injury, and then I transferred. I was a 2-time transfer. I got denied twice, and I remember what that felt like. And after having to sit for an injury, I think it was worse having to not being able to play because someone says I can't. So I think that was worse than the injury. So, you know, and then obviously they passed that, and I got to play later on in that season. But I just told them, like, you know, you're gonna win it. You're gonna win it. It's owed to you. We're going to be a hell of a team. Like, we know what the goal is. And, you know, that's early April. You know, we're playing all the way till the end. And everybody's with you. And just, you know, everything you're feeling, just don't stay too high and don't stay too low. Because you're going to win, and we're going to need you to be right in that cool, calm, collected level so you could be who you need to be.
I'm sorry, one more thing. But G too. Like, he was somebody who really helped me through this. Like, it was days where, like, I was just so beat up about it, you know, and everything. Like, the other day, like, I didn't want to do anything, you know. I was in my room. He called me, like, bro, we're about to go to dinner. Come on, you know. And just me and him, we just talk, and that helped me so much, you know. So I just really feel like we're going to have a real special year, you know. Like, this group of guys, like, it's just everybody is bought into the right things, you know. And I've been a part of numerous amount of teams, but this team is, like, the culture is crazy here, you know.
Special.
So it's like you feel it from when you walk into this arena, the ticket ladies to the janitors, like, you feel it. Everybody is bought in, you know. So I'm grateful just to be here and a part of this group for real.
Braden, with those two guys being new to this program and you being part of establishing that culture, continuing to establish the culture the last couple of years that you've been here, what does that mean to you to hear them talk about it like that?
Oh man, it's been easy. I think what's so great about this team is anyone can tell anyone anything, and I think that starts with our relationships off the court. We're always hanging out. We're always doing stuff as a team. Everyone, I think, genuinely wants to be around each other, which is really cool. And then that allows for us on the court to just mesh really well. And I mean, like, we see something, anyone can speak up, say something, and nobody's gonna take it personal. Like, we're all just here to grow, learn, and yeah, I mean, I agree. This is one of the closest groups I've been a part of, and I look forward to going to work every day. It's a lot of fun.